Talk, you're on. What you got to say?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Glade Dreams, YouTube here, and this is my mom.
Hey y'all, hey everybody. What's up?
So I don't know what to say right now.
It's okay. Look, you got a couple of people hanging out in the chat. Hi, Majestic. Peace.
Let's see this real quick. Let me just.
Okay, so what's going on today?
Today we're gonna be talking about my DNA. Um, taking gonna take a test of my DNA.
Okay, let's see what you got
Cause
there.
for Christmas I got an Ancestry DNA kit. Will help me find out what I'm made of.
Alrighty.
Right.
Besides a ton of cool kid stuff, right? I don't know. I'm just the mama.
So welcome right here. Look at this. It says welcome to Ancestry DNA. Simply complete the following steps and let the discoveries begin.
Ah, look at that. Okay.
Boom! Look who stepped in the room. To Dow. Alright.
Well, hello, Space Age 3K.
What up,
Peace.
Dad?
Alrighty.
Alright. Step 1. Activate kit online. Safe and secure. And step 2 is to gather the DNA.
Alrighty.
So, now, this is a card. Hang on, can y'all hear me well? Let me see if y'all hear me real quick.
Press 1 in the chat if you can hear Glade. He's testing out a microphone that he just got for Christmas as well. So, okay, awesome.
Nice.
Majestic says that that they can hear. Okay, so that's cool. Alrighty. So, do you have a little bit of a backstory behind the kit besides the Christmas gift? Or are you ready to just kind of jump on in?
I'm guessing that I could just move on with this. Give this a shot.
Okay.
So step 1 is to activate the kit online. So I gotta go to the
Well,
website.
let me stop you for a sec, real quick.
I
So, I have actually taken this DNA test myself. I want to say maybe 5 years ago, and you would have to have a registered account on Ancestry.com to be able to activate it. And because you're under 18, we're going to do it under my account that I have on Ancestry.com. So that part I'm going to take care of for you. You actually have like the easy, the easy thing to do. So,
all right.
so when did you find out? Like, do you remember what it was like when I took my test?
I can't remember much.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do, because not only did I take a DNA test, but your dad took one as well. Do you remember when he took one?
Yeah, it said that he was.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm not gonna say
No,
it.
yeah, don't say.
Thank
Don't
you
say.
for stopping me there. I was about to.
You're about to drop dime on daddy. On
I
dad.
I ain't mean it.
It's okay. So, what do you think your results might be? Like, what might you be expecting to see? Like, um, what different ethnicities do you think might be in your DNA?
Hmm, I don't. I don't really have a clue. But the best guess that I have would be mostly, well, African American.
Mostly African American. So
Yeah,
what?
some.
So what does that mean to you? What does African American mean to you?
Uh, Black.
Okay. All right. Any thoughts in the chat? Anybody kind of enlighten Glade over here about what African American is usually considered?
Yeah, I might need some help.
Okay, well, while we're waiting on some feedback, you can go ahead and explain what step 2 would be.
All right, so step 2, I would have to get the tube and
Do what?
I would need to put some of my saliva into the tube, to the back wavy line.
Okay, so where's the tube? Did they make sure that you had a tube in your kit?
I'm gonna take a look.
Okay. All right, okay, we got somebody else popped in.
Hello.
That's Nanny right there, your godmother, just jumped in. Okay, so Majestic says European and various African countries, and could be some Asian or Jewish. Cool. Okay. What did Space Age 3K say?
Your dad was mostly African. Dang on it. All
Dang
right.
on it, right? Oh yeah. And what about your mother? You know I'm on the globe boat right now.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, so look, I'm pulling up my results. I'm just on my laptop over here, and I'll explain what came back when I took my test. I'm just waiting on it to pull up real quick. Okay, so and it goes from the highest percentage of your genetic inheritance, we'll say, to the what is called trace regions, like regions that you may have some possible traces in your DNA, but not enough to say indefinitely that that's what it is. Okay, so for me, mine came up with 27% Cameroon and Congo, or Cameroonian Congolese, and then 23% Benin and Togo, 16% Ivory Coast and Ghana, 6% Africa, Southeastern Bantu, so that's a complete region and not just one country, and then 6% Nigeria, and then there's areas that are considered low confidence regions, like I didn't compare. My DNA didn't compare super at a high percent to people that's from those areas. So that would be 5% Senegalese from Senegal, 3% Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, 3% Great Britain, 2% Mali, 2% South Africa, South Central hunter gatherers. Those are like the warriors, like okay. And then there's 1% West Europe, 1% Iberian Peninsula. And if you click on these, it'll explain what those regions are like. So I'm going to.
So many 1%.
Well, yeah, because they'll even explain how many actual people that they're comparing, the DNA to. So out of a range of between 0 and 4% of people from primarily located in Spain or Portugal, that's the Iberian Peninsula. That's what they have classified as Iberian Peninsula. My DNA only compares at about a 1% in comparison to the people that are from there in today's society. So that's really cool, and then it goes on. When I counted how many overall regions that was found in my DNA, there's 17 different areas, like different countries or regions that my DNA or is showing that my DNA compares to the people of those areas as matches. So there's less than 1% of a trace from Central Asia, less than 1% of the Caucasus region.
Where's Caucasus?
Let's click on it and find out. So what's considered the Caucasus region? They say the greater Caucasus range between the Black and Caspian Seas is the traditional dividing line between Europe and Asia. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a lot of information, but it's primary. The people of today's Caucasus region are primarily located in Armenia. Ooh, I can't pronounce this. Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan?
Azerbaijan, is that how you say that? Yeah, you might get it right. I don't know. Okay, I'm like, ooh, okay. That sounds like it could be right though. I'm gonna have to Google the pronunciation so I could pronounce it properly. Then there's Georgia, Iran, Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. So all of those areas are what's considered in today's society the Caucasus region. So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that hanging out in the DNA. So moving on. Oh, and there's Europe, a little bit of Europe east, a little bit of Europe south, a little bit of European Jewish. Okay, so those are all of the regions that have been found in my DNA. So now I'm going to go and pull up your dad's regions and just kind of read those off and see what. Oh, who you calling a nerd, Cam?
Really, Kevin? Soldiers DNA. Am I right?
Yep, soldiers. So let me go to the DNA homepage. Okay.
Dang it, Kevin.
Okay, well, what else besides having to submit a saliva sample?
After that, you would want to. Oh goodness, not included. Okay. You will want to replace the funnel with the cap.
And then you have to do what with that?
You have to tighten to release the stabilizing fluid inside of the cap.
Okay.
Then you gotta shake the tube for 5 seconds. And then put the tube in the collection bag and mail it.
Okay.
Your local post office.
All right. So that is what we're gonna do. So right before that, I'm gonna, because I said I was gonna read off your dad's matches, but I probably won't do a whole the whole synopsis of it. But let's see what he inherited. Because now, what do you know about DNA? Like just from school and science?
DNA is inside the. I think I'm gonna try and remember, but my teacher told me that DNA is inside the nucleus of the cell.
Okay.
It contains all the information that makes you up as a person.
Okay. Yeah, look at your nanny. Yes, that's right, Candace Kyle. Your nerds get the best girlfriends. They get the most money too when they get older. So
remember Mr. Felty's class? Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, Cam, show up. All righty. So reading up your dad's genetic inheritance is what we're gonna refer to it as, or his results. 26% is West Europe, 20% from Benin, Togo, 17% Cameroonian and Congolese, 9% Senegal, 7% Ivory Coast, Ghana, 7% Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And then there is his low confidence region where he had some DNA, but not as much. The first one is first. What are you talking about? The first one that comes up that says Europe West. That's that French, Papa.
Read them all. The first one first.
Yeah, we read the first one first. Ain't nobody lying. I could screenshot it if you need me to. Now, don't please. So we have 4% Great Britain, 4% Finland and Northwest Russia. 2% Scandinavia, 1% Nigeria, less than 1% Middle East, less than 1% Iberian Peninsula, less than 1% South Asia. So that is the summary of your dad's DNA. So, so, well, what does that mean? Is that a joke? Is that an inside joke?
Yeah, it's a joke. I don't know if Dad, are you all right with me saying this?
Oh, okay. He must he must have been. Oh, okay.
Dad,
Basketball references.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad, you okay with me telling Mom about what happened?
45% Majestic. Majestic over there clowning.
Can't do it.
That is hilarious.
I'm worried gonna break your you want me to break your spirit too.
Well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that as a yeah.
Okay. Okay, well,
so
what
basically Nigeria in the house.
Bug. You're 1% Nigeria, you're 1%, right?
So basically Kevin challenged my dad to a game of basketball, like thing.
I'm already mad.
Who thought your dad was?
Oh, see, you know what? We just didn't know, Candy. We just didn't know. So that's why, that's why he took. Wait a minute.
But you
Oh, okay. All right, Queen Majestic, jumping in the house, 45% Nigerian. Yeah, I only inherited 6% of Nigerian DNA. So Papa, if Jaden, if your dad inherited about 1% of Nigerian DNA and I inherited about 6%, what do you think that your percent of Nigerian might be if it shows up in your DNA test?
Okay, so you said if my dad's percent is 1 for his Nigeria, right?
Right, for Nigeria.
And then yours is what?
6.
Okay.
You could just make a guess.
7.
You think you're gonna come back with more more Nigeria? Well, you know what? The way that DNA works is that we don't know what you inherited from us. We just know that on a chromosome level, half of your chromosomes come from him and the other half comes from me. And that's it. That's all we know. But as far as what's gonna come back, your nanny says 3%, Majestic says 3.5%. That's their guesses.
Are these suggestions for mine?
This clown here.
Dude, you copy and paste that.
Well, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. Now, does it say how long it should take for the results to come back? Does it give you that information?
I should probably look again.
It's probably on the last. It might be. Okay, so you can. Here we go. So what does it say? How long?
6 to 8 weeks from the time we received your sample.
So that's from
1% Nigeria. Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Go ahead.
1% Nigeria.
Yeah, Candy, get yours done. Get it done. I would love to see what yours come back as. So I want to say that the testing site is in Utah. Um, and if we're mailing it from the East Coast, it might take about maybe 3 days, 3 or 4 days to get to them. And then once they get it, they'll have to, submit it and all of that kind of stuff. And then they'll start sending email updates to my email address because it's going to be done through my email. But they also give you this little code. There's a code here that is what is submitted. So you're not submitting it by name. It's only going to be submitted by a code. And then that's how they're going to, process it.
All right.
So this is your collection bag. So let's go ahead and get started. We have some ideas on what we might expect to see. So let's see. Go ahead and open that up.
All right.
And you want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. So you haven't eaten anything or brushed your teeth yet. You already brushed your teeth like how long ago? A couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and you haven't eaten yet. Okay, you don't smoke, right?
No.
Okay, look, I mean you don't drink alcohol, huh?
No.
Look, I'm trying to slip you up right quick and see if you're gonna tell on yourself.
Look.
Oh, I see him over there. Like,
I'll end your career in real life and make you play Roblox basketball. I'll blow your ankles out in Roblox basketball too. Kev said lies.
That's a shame. Okay.
Really, Kevin.
So I'm going to take care of this part, the activation code. All right, and we're not going to seal it up just yet because I need to log into my account and take care of that. Let me see. Maybe we could do it at the same time.
look at it. Look. No.
What's your nanny over there saying? Okay, so let's see. We're gonna activate a test. So I'm on the Ancestry DNA site, and I am going to activate your test. So let's see. And for our records, then we'll write down this information right here too, just so that we have it. That way, if there's I'm doing it for my child, because we can't do it for another adult. They won't allow that anymore. So I'm catching you at the right time.
So I ain't a child now? Alright.
Well, you my child.
Alright.
See, look, you see how I was asking me these questions? Am I the parent, legal guardian? Yeah, I am gonna do it later. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna mess nothing up in case we go to seal it.
I don't want to go into a different room and do this. No,
you don't have to do this you don't have to do this part on camera. So so this is where you would submit your sample to, and you have to fill it all the way up to this line. Okay? And you got to also make sure that you're not including any bubbles. So yeah, so we're gonna put you off camera.
Yeah,
so that you could let the waterworks happen. All right. So but is this put on here, right? Okay. All right. Okay. So go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that for you. And then I'll keep an eye on your chat while you do that. But you can bring it back after you do that, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. Go ahead and get out your chair so you can step away.
That's a lot of probably going to be a lot.
Well, you're only supposed to do it up to the line, okay?
All right.
Here you go. All right, you're welcome. All right, let me move this chair out the way because he could have done that a lot easier. You don't have to leave the room all together.
Oh, all right.
I'm not going to be looking at you, so go ahead on and just handle that.
All right.
Yeah, it is a lot. Actually, it's not that much. It's about that much. You wasting your last 12% on this stream. Well, what you're charging?
Do I just start now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
And remember, you're not doing bubbles, so just let your mouth feel and let it run into the cup. It's
All
gonna
right.
catch it. All righty. So for those of us who did take the test, I know y'all kind of dropping some of your responses. What was the most surprising thing about how what your test came back as? Oh, and Glade also has a poll question as a card too. If somebody wants to answer his question. I don't know where you would find it, honestly. I just saw, oh, that's cool. You know, and then you could click the link and do the poll. But I was like, that's a cool little idea. Okay. While we waiting on it. You was more African than oh, you know what? Majestic. We're doing ancestry DNA. You know, do you not understand what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, no.
Well, come here. Come here. So let your mouth fill up
All right.
and just allow it to, like, you don't want to go patooey.
All
You
right.
want to let your mouth fill up and let that water kind of, fill over into the cup.
All right.
So Majestic says that she was surprised by Polynesian DNA and that I had so much Nigerian DNA. I was surprised by the Cameroonian because that was just never an idea to me. Like like I was expecting a lot more Nigerian DNA than anything. But that wasn't quite my story. So it's kind of cool though. I mean, once you come back and see, how you're matched to other people and what it actually is. And then these are estimates. These are estimates based on people who are currently in those regions up to, I want to say, the last 1,000 years, because that's about how far. I want to say if it's not 1,000, it's like maybe 500 to 1,000 years ago. Um, how they were able to like compare people who are in those present day regions, because people moved around, all that kind of stuff. So we ain't gonna get all ultra deep into that, but that's really cool though. All right. So while he's doing that, I'm just kind of finishing this up on my end, so it's ready to go. And we got him activated because that's a really fast part of the process too. So, Candence, I know that your sister took one and she did it with another company. Um, but what do you think that your inheritance might look like? Because it'll likely be similar to hers, but still different. Because even as siblings, I want to say that they did a recent test and only identical twins, I want to say, had something that was the same. Space age. I'm not messing with you at all. I'm not doing it. Okay. I'm gonna um I'm gonna link this. All right. African, Asian, Native American. Are those some of the those were some of the results that came from your sister's DNA test too? You know what? Can you hold your mouth open and just, it's going to start producing enough.
Uh,
Majestic, do you have any tips for or Space Age for producing enough fluid? I think he's having a challenge with producing enough. He feels like his mouth is drier. Yeah, I would say more than likely that, you know, are you able to maybe do some smell some good food? What was the strange question, Majestic, about how to help produce some mouth watering activity? I guess I don't know how I should say that. I'm just reading off the chat right now. What's going on? Bring it over. Bring it here.
tiny, tiny ounce.
No, you got to keep going. You got to fill it all the way up to the line. If you don't fill it up to the line, then it won't be enough of a sample for them to decode it.
All right.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just looking for tips. Space Age, got some tips? Are you swallowing any of anything that's coming up?
Yeah, fine, cool.
Well, don't at all. Like not even a little bit. As soon as it feels, spill.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, look, and don't tilt the cup. You know what? Not at all. This is PG. PG. All right, come on, spill. And lean forward too. And Majestic says if you have to swallow, then make sure that you're spitting out first.
Uh,
Oh, no, we ain't doing no milk. We don't drink milk around here. I can't do it. I cannot handle it. Like he brought me the tube and it only had almost half the amount that he needed. Space Age say, tell him to think about Haribo too, is my order. You know what? You might be on to something though. No, he be tearing up all of those candies. I'm so mad. Like went and got him a brand new bag, a full bag of candy. He was instructed to not eat them all, and he handled it like a goldfish in a fish bowl. Just ate like I think he left like 10 out of a possible 50 in the bag. I'm like, why are you eating up all your candy? You're not gonna have nothing. Look, let me see. Look, here go the bag right here. There you go. Look, wait.
is Kevin still watching?
No, I think he probably lost charge. He's not watching. I mean, if he is watching, he's not in the comment section. Okay, bring it. How's it going?
Oh,
You still got a little more. Can I show them what you did?
no.
See, we still got to go about to right here. So I would say, would a sip of water help? Maybe water shouldn't affect. Oh, okay, Majestic. He's still there. Okay, I'm gonna eat one of his candy. He ain't gonna miss it.
Oh, whoa.
As soon as he was like, "What?" Okay, let me not do that. Let me not do that. No drinking. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing. You can't do any drinking. Let me. Okay. All right. See my little sweat. Creep back in. All right. No drinking. I know the red ones. Candy was it's a mixture of different types. So they had the little Coke bottle ones, the cherries, the gummy bears, the bears rather. So that's all that's left. I never saw anything like that before. But I guess everybody have their own little thing that they like to do. So anyway, while he's still working on that, I'm going to show a couple of things, a couple of books that have some stories about some of both his father and my ancestors on from ancestor from our respective branches of the tree. And so this is one of them. It's Star Creek Papers. It's talking about a lynching that happened in 1935 in the area where my relatives are, my dad's mother's side, and is really kind of chronicling that occurrence from back then, and talking about some of Glade's ancestors on my side in this book. And then in this one, this is a book that's like a guide for somebody who's research or getting into genealogy. If you happen to be African American or Black or however you identify yourself. And in this book, it talks about, because the author of this book is actually Glade's cousin. So his name is Franklin Carter Smith. So he partnered with someone else, and they did this how-to book, but they used the example from Glade's father's mom's side of the family. So what about my dad's father's side? I'm not answering that question. I am not at liberty to answer that question, but not yet. But but yeah, so it's really cool that me being the parent that's doing the genealogy research, and he, since he was about 6 or 7 years old, started really paying attention to what I was doing on researching his family, because thought that it would be a really good idea for him to know who he's related to, who he descends from, and just kind of and he would always watch me. Glade would always watch me really studying and researching, and he would come with me to the different cemeteries, and sometimes um, the office, the different libraries, where they would have the records and stuff like that. So it's a lot of work, you know. Majestic over here cutting up, being bad. But I think that is such an awesome thing, and I'm really grateful to Space Age, 3K, for taking the DNA test as well. And I personally cannot wait to see what Glade inherited from both of us, and what that really looks like. Because sometimes, oh yeah, archives. Thank you. I was like, I can't think about these words, these proper terms. Right now, I just can't do it. How you coming along? How you making out?
Almost there.
Okay. Well, I didn't know it would take this much time to fill a cup. But yeah, you are almost there.
I can't even tell if it's happening.
Yeah, it's like, but it's a strange feeling, huh? Yeah, it feels pretty weird to do it, you know. But for me, it wasn't that difficult to do it. Majestic, was it challenging for you to fill the cup or space age? How was it? What was it like for y'all when y'all had to, you know, do the cup filling? I'm just kind of watching the chat. I know that y'all gonna come back with an answer for me. But in the meantime, there's a couple of photos in here. She didn't have a hard time with it. So one of the people that Glade is descendant from is a man named William Dotson. And I'm just going to really just kind of show the picture. You know, I wish there were more pictures. You know, sometimes I just feel like I feel like we got done dirty sometimes. You know, back in the day with our African American ancestors. You know, because we don't get to see their photos all the time. But this is William Dotson. This would be Blade's fourth great grandfather on his father's mother's side. Yeah, if I'm saying that right, I have to go back and double check. Space age, you have got. Ooh, I was about to curse on my child. You are a clown, sir. Okay. Let's see.
Merry New Year.
And then one of William Dotson's sons was named Henry Dotson. And this is a photo about Henry Dotson. So this is the same person that Mr. Carter is descended from. Yes. And that is also who Glade is descended from. Both of them are descended from this same person. You know, and I do have, photos on, some of that I have on the people that are in this book. But that would be uh that would be on my paternal father's mother's side. All right. You getting closer? Getting a little bit closer?
Little.
Yep, getting a little closer. Does it feel weird?
Not anymore.
I have a feeling that when this is over, he's gonna probably drink hi, I see all.
I see you.
I see all says say hi to Jaden for me. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Who is that?
That's one of my Discord friends.
Okay. Yeah, well that's who came in. Welcome to the chat. We're almost at the end. Okay, can I show this?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think? Let me see if I have something solid. Oh, can you hand me that shoebox top? Shoebox top. Okay. Does that make it a little easier for y'all to see? So this is the fill line and this is where it stops. Does that look like the same does that look like that's the proper amount? Let me see, maybe if I'm trying to, can you put your hand over the top of this for me? Let me see. Does it look like that's enough? Or do we hi Big Ario? Okay. Hello, welcome. You wanna have a seat?
Right.
and knock everything over. Nah.
Works for me.
Okay. So what's the oh so you think that's a good stopping point, Majestic? I just wanted to see what you guys thought before we. I'm trying to see if I could get the glare off. Okay, so this is the line, and then right underneath this little fizzy stuff is the sample. Do we have enough sample? You guys think? Press one if you think there's enough sample. And meanwhile, oh, you don't know? I know. I almost kind of like I'm, a little overly cautious about some stuff, so I feel like probably not. But so let me do this. I'm gonna cover you up. And go ahead and see if you can get a little more in there for me. They can't see you. Take it off camera. So just have him move off the camera. Okay.
Move out the camera.
Because we wanted to do like the little shake up thing and all of that. Because I don't know if we could. Is there a cap that we can cover this up with until we're ready to do that? Because I don't know if there's a way to save it without spilling what we have. But anyway, so this is a little biohazard bag. We're going to drop that in there. And then, we have a little box that they provide to us to put the bag in that's already postmarked and everything. So it makes it really easy to do it. I think at this point, we probably got everything that we need. So do you have a couple of things you want to say to your peoples?
Yeah, this was really hard to do, all right. This was not.
Oh wait, don't toss it in the air. I don't want the first of all, I don't want that on me. And we don't want to start over. Okay. Even though we have no music. We just doing our little thing, right?
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, would you suggest that anybody else try it out one day? Or
yeah, try this out, even though it was difficult for me.
Well, yeah, everybody's experience is going to be different.
Yeah, groovy though.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, like that. Alrighty, so I think we got everything that we need to get started. The little blue fluid, where did that go? Because we need that.
Oh, it's over there.
Okay. Well, there's a little stabilizer that you would use that you would put on top of here in order to shake it. This little stuff here would we would unscrew this, screw this on, and then it will stabilize the sample so that it can be decoded. So I want to say we got about a time frame between 6 to 8 weeks, and I've seen it come a lot sooner than that. I've seen it come back in about 4 weeks. But whenever it does come, I'm going to get the results first, and then we can do a follow-up live stream with the reveal, and you'll be seeing it for the first time. How about that?
All right.
Okay.
Really, Kevin? Oh, Jay, please. That's my friend Jay.
All right. Well, hello, Jay. How are you? And tell Kevin that thank you for sending you guys all over here to check out what Glade over here is doing. We are about to go ahead and sign off, and we're going to get this sample completed and submitted so that we can find out what the results are, and then we'll see if the what were we doing earlier? If what the assumptions, I guess I'll say, yeah, if some of those guesses were correct. So we're going to find out. So what we were doing against Nigeria, right? So we both, Candence and Majestic, both think that you would come back with about 3 to 3.5% of Nigerian DNA, and we're going to find out, if we if like what it is that you inherited, if you even end up inheriting it at all. So thank you all for tuning in. You want to sign off?
Yeah, all right, y'all. It's been good. Crap.
And you would click this button when you're ready to stop.
I don't see.
I don't know what the okay. Well, as long as
Tank misses me, huh? All right. Majestic, you're cool, key.
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all for stopping by, and this was Glade's first YouTube live stream. So in the future, if y'all wanted to all live stream together, he'll be able to show y'all how y'all can do that through YouTube.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stop this broadcast. So.
Okay, but look.
But Majestic, like, bye, Candace. Thanks for stopping by. Peace and love to everybody.
All right, y'all.
And y'all gonna see him back on the gaming thing because that's where he going next. So put that down. All righty, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all have a good one here.
Hello.
I'm stopping this right now. Bye. Click.